Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
An opponent like this should be easy.
A world struggle.
Win! Stop!
Take this!
Dahna!
I need
Glacial spear.
something.
Here's evil. You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
Take this!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Soaring
Between
level!
heaven and earth can handle this. I'll bring you down. In here. Get on in there. I'll heal you all.
You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me help. Sure thing. Up and at 'em. Let's go.
Cover and win! Dahna!
Freeze, Lancer. Lightning. Got it. Now go champ.
Can't get out of this!
No escape!
Thunder field. Outstanding form. More with that cannon. Blah, blah, blah.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Freeze, do it.
Well, I'm here to...
In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony,
Takes a singular will.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
we must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dahna's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dahna's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dahna's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dahna exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dahna's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renas Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
This looks nice and tough.
Little help!
Take this!
Hear me! Flame
Severing wind! The flame inside is yours!
Right
Let
here,
free!
Raging Cascade!
Burn!
Freeze Blaster! Hard Malevolent! Rotating Water! Freeze
Now,
Blaster!
let loose! You got fire!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
We'll soon see about that! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Soaring Light Spear! Severing
Here,
wind!
now! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
Gotta break through!
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
You're mine! Severing wind!
Now we're in trouble. Careful! It has some kind of camouflage.
Here I come! Wind!
Explosion!
Here I come! It's I'll smash you! Try harder!
Blood.
Not a chance! You apart! Burn!
Bloody Gale Force!
Wind! Soaring Light Spear! You're mine! Little escape!
Wind Action!
Breath
of life!
Wind! My weary Stardust!
Crossblade! Explosion!
Wind! Stardust!
Thunderblade!
Elusive deity! Rotating pile drive!
Leave the charges to
Winds
me!
of heaven!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Severing wind! Stardust!
This will come in handy.
Rhapsody of Darkness!
Where you go?
Drilling before bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel it. Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Let me free you of your power!
Recover!
Strike!
Illuminate the sun! Magic Kazam! Don't mind if I do.
I'm not done!
Tempest Whirl! Back into the swirl!
I'm ready! Reverse!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
discourteous, aren't you?
You're mine!
Illuminate the door!
Eternal devastation! Ignite!
I can handle it!
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Here I come!
The airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
We've turned the tables on them.
There are no more left!
Right. No time to hold back. Thanks.
Raging cascade! Spread! Now,
This one's all mine.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
I can carve through armor!
Soaring dragon!
Mirage! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
A
Take this!
struggle!
Severing wind!
Winds of
Dahna!
flame of fury! Read the enemy's art! Hear my call!
No place here!
Burn it out!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Hold on to your art!
Let
Here
us
I
take
come!
back
Mirage!
everlasting dark.
Explosion!
Negative gate! Resonate with
The enemy is going all out! Here's an anvil! Let's go! Magic is there! Where are you going? In here! I'll be saving this one! Will this help? Go touch! Banana! Let's go! Magic is there! The Holy Land! A chain
Thanks, Seal.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Raging
Not today!
Celestial Runner!
Severing wind!
Mega Ray!
Soaring light spear! Thunder! Thunderfang!
Raging Corruption!
Elusive deity!
Gemini Aqua! Mega Ray!
Wind! Stardust!
I'll grind you into dust!
You're mine! Here I go!
Elusive deity!
Winds of heaven!
Soaring blast!
Rocket ready! Air thrust! Where are you going?
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alpha!
I'm ready! It's time to end Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
That was a little close for comfort.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Strike! You picked the wrong fight!
Between heaven and earth. Will this help?
Thunderfang!
I'm not so good with airborne targets. Hold on to your art.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Not flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Astral energy.
Say no more!
This calls for a celebratory drink. Discourteous, aren't you?
You're mine!
By the power of flame.
Take
All
this!
mine! You're
Raging
finished!
power.
You're mine!
It's a duel of the arts. Illuminate the dark. Magic is there. Holy Land.
Exactly the dollar.
Here I hope that isn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Tion actually. That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Air thrust.
Take this!
All day.
Severing wind!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. Heaven and earth.
Elusive deity!
A wind.
Rotating pile!
Raging cascade.
Wind!
Spread. Glacial spear. Here's evil. A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven. First blood. Not much longer to go. Astral energy. Full throttle.
My turn!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Ready to
Burning
get
you
through.
apart! Severing wings! Come one, come all!
That statue wielding
Yours are
art?
not the skill to
Now
extend
we
glory.
never keep save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and
Fires!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Eternal devastation! All yours! You're
This
finished!
one's mine.
Take this!
I'm ready. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
More incoming.
Begin! Wind! Rhapsody of darkness! You're
I
off!
can handle it. Get together.
It's over!
Where are you going?
Severing wind! Take this! Start up! Soaring Riding Spear!
Come forth.
I'm not done!
Holy land.
It's over! Strike! We turn the tables on you!
There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold back! I'm not done!
I'm ready. Prince, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
By the power
More?
of flame.
You're mine! Start up!
I'm not.
I'm not done!
Now, this one's got your name on it.
ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go. A wailing dancy of lightning.
Soaring Light Spear! Start up!
Do it. Get toasty.
Burn Strike! My turn!
The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that. Glacial steel. Piercing. I'll fix you up. Holy land.
Thunder!
Glacial spear. Piercing.
It's over! You picked the wrong fight!
Double.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
You're mine! Thunder!
My
I'm not done!
A wailing
It's
dancy
over!
of lightning.
Resurrection! Strike! Thunderfang!
I'll be
I'm not
saved.
done!
Lunar corruption.
Severing wind!
Lunar blast
Start up!
between heaven and earth. A wailing dancy of
You're
lightning. I'll fix you up. One more time.
Pile driver.
Air by the power of flame.
No escape! Eternal devastation! You're finished! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
You're finished! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark. Magic is in. Where are you going? Holy
Take
land.
this!
Now for something special. Now.
You attack her.
Demons descend.
Flashing Fang!
Raging
My turn.
Lunar corruption.
Strike!
Not on my watch.
Sanguine Blossom! Severing wind!
I'm ready. You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around. As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I wasn't proof.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
Come and face
They may
this!
look cute and stuff, but they're fierce evil. Here
On
goes.
your knees!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Requires complete focus.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Seismic rupture.
I'll stop his charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Water, hear my cry.
Thank you.
Severing wings! Engulfs you! Time to let it rip!
Freeze Lancer.
Hold on to your heart.
Bloody
Here I
howling. On your
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
breath of life. Heal my wearied companion.
Severing wings! I owe you one. You're on! Okay, here I go.
Do it! Law! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Illuminate the
Menton!
Come forth, holy
No
water.
escape! You picked the wrong fight!
Lunar
Take
blast.
this!
One
Take
wave.
this!
Annihilation.
Rhapsody of
Holy
Suffering.
water.
No! You're finished!
Divine savior.
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Soda!
Lunar blast. Back
In
into
a
the
bind.
fray. Mega ray.
Denied!
Annihilation.
On your
Raid into the shadows.
Crush!
Feel. I'm ready. Get on in there with you.
Bathed in
Photon
blood.
Bang!
Rending your bloody
Severing wings!
on
Soda!
Mega ray. Air to annihilate.
Try harder!
Never fit.
You're mine!
fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Everyone still in one piece?
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dahna's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am, but but I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dahna and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dahna's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dahna, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Dahnan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dahna's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dahna the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Dispose of the trash. Pick it! Heavy condensed! Thunderbolt! What mind if I do? Vanish without a trace! Shoot them out of the sky! Now for something Thunderfang! You get the go for the weak point!
Thrilling performance.
Air thrust!
Ignite!
It's weakened!
No further! You're mine! Strike!
Freeze rolling
Thunderfang!
I'm ready!
Winds of heaven! First force!
Deny!
By the field!
Lightning core
Finish
for
without
warmer!
trace!
Bloody
Fading this one! Magic is
Thunder!
Thunderbolt!
Negative
Now for something explosive!
Wind!
Illuminate the Dahna!
Stardust!
Burning holy wind! We're the eagle!
Force of
Freeze laser!
regeneration!
Divine savior! Ready!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Illuminate the dark!
Severing wind!
On
Stardust!
Annihilate between heaven and earth!
Thunderfang!
Air pressure!
Flame inside with the earth to be let free! Severing wind!
A world in trouble! You get the gist.
I'm ready! Rena!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
Forgive you! Pieces! Raging cascade! Burn up! Stop! Rise up top!
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Thunderfang!
Wailing banshee of
Severing wind! Stardust! This!
Air thrust by the power of flame! Finish without a trace!
Strike!
Raging cascade!
Wind!
Dance with the wind! Air thrust! I never fit! A chain between heaven
You're
and earth!
mine! Severing wind!
Wailing banshee alliance is
Searing light spear!
Hear me!
Thunderfang!
Burning strike! Hear my call! Dance with the wind!
Thunder!
Glacial field!
That could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Severing wind! Pissed off! Coming through! through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning orb!
Crush!
Dance in the wind! Here's the evil seal!
Severing wind! I've been hit with
Guitar!
something!
Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Armor is all mine!
I'll heal you all!
Rhapsody of
This
Darkness!
world! Healing circle! Following struggle!
Sorry to trouble.
He'll body slam us into next week! Seal!
You're mine! Severing wind! Start up!
Explosion! One at a time! Burning strike! Charge malevolent! Blah 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 magic!
Elusive
Seal!
Here I come! No further!
Move corruption! Dance in the wind! Fire drop! I can do this all day! Burning strike! Rock and red!
Dance in the wind! Severing wind!
Here's the evil! Sleep now!
The flame inside me!
No dawn shall break
Eternal
this
devastation!
night.
Spear!
Eagle
Thunder!
Photon! Blah 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 magic!
Begin! Wind!
Freeze Lancer!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! Thunder!
Now or never.
Here's evil! A chain between heaven and hell!
You picked the wrong fight!
Seismic Rupture!
You're mine!
Run! Lucas, here's my flow! Air thrust! Blood! Photon! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Shine! Radiant light!
Take this! The regeneration!
Raging
I don't even know the word defeat.
Regenerate! Thanks! Hurrah!
Dance in the wind!
I'm in your debt, Dohalim.
And tonight's meal is on you. Keep going.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Come one, come all!
Raging
Severing
Storm!
Wind! Stardom! Mirage!
Radiant Pierce!
No escape!
Raging Storm! Radiant
This
Pierce!
one's all mine!
Purge Malevolent! Arcane
Ignite!
Thunder Power of Water! Freeze Lancer!
Thunderfang!
Dance in the wind!
Here I
Burning
come!
Strike! In here!
Strike!
Here's the evil!
Thunder!
Freeze
Wind!
Lancer! Magic! Burning
Mirage!
Now Reflections!
They smite.
You can look at Listen! Air
The flame inside me! Yours! To be let free!
Reload!
Ready!
Never miss!
Reload!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
Let's dispose of the trash. Illuminate the dark!
Severing Wind!
Begin!
Thunderfang!
No further! On your knees.
Thunder!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Eternal
A
devastation!
wailing Banshee of lightning!
Eternal devastation! Burn! You're mine! Thunderfang!
It looks like you got this one covered.
No escape!
No dawn shall break this
Freeze
night.
Lancer!
Begin! I'm not done!
I can carve through armor.
captivity! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! My turn!
Without a trace!
Here! Thanks!
Can't be
Prepare to be seized! Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art!
Take this!
First aid! Ready to go!
Regenerate!
I'll cover you! Can't be
Allow me to help! Thunder! Severing Wind!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely, but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it? Huge! I bet it'd be a good way to test my strength!
Don't get carried away, Law.
The sword-wielding Zugel?
And not just one, but four!
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
Ignite!
Hear my call! Spread!
Thunder!
A whirling struggle!
Here I come!
Winds of heaven! First mark!
On your knees!
Outstanding form.
Cyclone!
Seismic Rupture!
Hear my call!
Denied!
Here's the illuminate!
Glacial steel.
On your
Here's evil!
knees!
Freeze
Here I come!
Illuminate!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
There you go! Don't let up!
Take this!
Fire complete!
Not a chance! Thunder Fang!
What my art can do!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Burn in hell! Begin!
Celestial heaven!
Take this!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Here I come!
Searing flame! Illuminate the supreme corruption!
Mirage!
Holy power!
Thunder Fang!
Between heaven and earth!
You're finished!
A
Thunder
wailing
Fang!
fury of lightning!
Try harder! Thunder! Thunder Fang!
Hear my call! Steel force!
Such unadulterated fury.
That'll bring you down!
Ready to go! They might
You
not!
get it! Steel! Go! Let's get you off the wheel!
Rotating pile driver! Here I come! Soaring
Take
Thunder
that!
Fang!
Go get him! Rob
Try
my
harder! This one's over! Ignite!
Heal my weary companion.
Steel force!
You're mine!
Raging cascade!
Stop! Try harder! Not a chance!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Thunder Fang!
A wailing fury of lightning!
Stardust!
Now by the power of water!
I didn't think you had it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Won't escape me!
More with that
Wind!
Regenerate!
I can carve through
Annihilation!
Thunder Fang!
Now, radiant!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
one after all!
Except it doesn't look like that thing's finished yet. Not by a long shot.
Regenerate!
Sorry, I didn't want to put you off.
What our friends for? We can't depend on them.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Will this help?
You're mine! Thunder!
I'll
grind you into
Here's a healing arc.
It's on!
First aid! Wind astral energy! Raging yes! Here! In here!
Shine! Regeneration! Shattering pieces! Attack! Burn it
Far
out!
beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Thunder!
Shooting star!
All the power of my healing arcs
to accomplish it! Waterfall! Freeze blaster! Dance in the wind!
Try harder! Not a chance!
A whirling
Thunder!
struggle! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're mine! Thunderfang! Illusion! Not escape! It's over! Thunderfang!
Here! I'm out of it! Back in
Thunder!
Here goes!
Rhapsody of darkness! Thunder!
I'm ready!
Such unadulterated
Denied!
fury.
Elusive deity! This one's all mine! Thunderfang! Thunder! Wind!
Resonate
with the earth!
Chain between heaven and earth!
I have no limits!
A wailing banshee
Resonate with the
awakening!
wind! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Wind astral energy! Raging castle!
Thunderfang!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Courteous son.
Ether!
This is gonna need all of us
Take
together!
this!
Aim
for the weak point with a shot! Wind! Captivity!
It looks like you've got this one covered.
Try harder!
Healing
Not a
circle.
chance! Wind!
Got it! Now's our chance!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
No more midnight girl! Evil!
Elusive deity! Wind! Rotating pile driver!
Freeze Lancer! They're surrounding us!
Demon lash!
Don't mind if I do!
You're mine!
Illuminate Magic is there!
Resonate with the earth! You're mine!
Magic is there!
No escape! Rhapsody of Stardust! Try harder! Now! Here I come!
I can't hold on much longer! Here
Not today!
Celestial Hammer! Ice Prison!
Thunderfang!
I'll face you!
Thunder! Catapult! You're mine!
Ready and ready!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
Where are you going?
Here I
Lightning
come!
Orb! Photon
Thrust!
Blast! I'll heal you all! Lightning Strike! In the wind!
Thunderfang!
Lunar... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Win!
Photon Impact!
Try harder! My turn!
Lightning
Here it
Impact!
is! It's on!
Thunderblade!
You're on!
Between heaven and earth!
Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here goes! Oh, violent wind!
Take this!
Demon Blast! In here!
Thunder!
This is not easy!
Eat dirt!
Dance on the wind!
Magic
You're mine!
Spirits within the soil.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Can you all touch the way?
Stardust!
Merciful death! Water! Hear my call! Malevolent! Arcane water!
You're mine! No escape! Thunderfang!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
Severing Wind!
Here's the healing arc! Lightning Grenade! Thunderbolt!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
Lunar Eruption!
You're finished!
I'm the wailing Unity of Lightning! Seal! Here! I'll be saving this one!
You're mine!
Resonate with the
earth! Thunderfang!
Do it! Not on my watch!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Now escape!
There you go! No let up!
You're mine! Thunder! Severing Wind!
The power of water! Searing flame! Reload!
Thunderfang!
Came between heaven and earth.
Strike!
Radiant look!
Wind!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
We won.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.